Hi everyone, my name is Fiona Solis and this is Gender Stories because everyone has stories. Today my guest is Venus. Venus, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, and thank you for inviting me
Yes.
over for
Oh, it's my pleasure.
an interview.
And Venus, please introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah, I'm Venus. I'm originally from the Philippines, and I've been living in England for the last 8 years. And I'm just visiting Bangkok and meeting new people.
Venus, how was your childhood life?
Well, I grew up with a single mom. Although my mom's raising us 5 kids, but we grow up as who we are right now. So yeah, I had a older trans sister as well, which is a good thing. And although we're not that close, but she guided me through my transition as well. And we do have like her common friends that I grew up with that becomes my common friends as well. And it's not as difficult as the rest of the trans because you know I'm exposed to the trans world.
Yes, true.
Yeah, and since a child I joined beauty pageants, and it's even in England I also joined beauty pageants because it's a part of me, and I think like it's a girl's dream to be on stage sometimes. Although pageants is not for everyone.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah, but it's a good experience.
Correct.
Fun. I can earn money from it as well.
That's true. It's something like we can help ourselves, provide some hormones.
Yeah, and I actually, as like when I was in high school, I used beauty pageants as a source of income.
Same here.
So it helps you throughout the day or for the next days to come. And there's another pageant, and like being in a pageant industry, you know how to learn to do skills such as makeup, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh yeah, you're
yeah.
a freelance makeup artist.
Yeah, I'm a self-employed makeup artist, and I had a degree in makeup in England, and I'm also a professional nurse. I was working as a nurse in the Philippines before I went to England, but unfortunately, I prefer to be a makeup artist than working in a hospital.
How old are you when you discovered that you're different?
I think when I was like 6 or 5 years old, I kind of, my actions are feminine. Although that you can't really explain it to yourself, but my friends are all female. I didn't like to go with male. So I feel comfortable playing with dolls with among my female friends. And then I had I got some of my childhood female friends who I'm still friends with right now. And yeah, I just feels comfortable being with them. And then you realize that who you are physically is not who you are mentally.
Correct.
So you just follow your heart.
How do you feel? What do you feel?
Yeah, exactly, and what you think who you are, and then when you have enough money, then you can afford for surgery to look more feminine, because this is like our ultimate goal to be possible in public.
Correct.
I don't know if for me, I'm very satisfied. Even though I spend a lot of money in surgery, because that's what I want. Well, in addition to being a trans, it's not cheap to be beautiful. It's not cheap to be feminine. The struggle to look feminine, and to be convincing, because this in our country, or in Southeast Asia, if you look good and you're passable, people appreciate you.
Less discrimination.
Less discrimination, like even like the issue about toilet. If you go to female's toilet, no one would stop you because physically you look like a woman.
Right.
I feel sad for those,
being stopped.
Yeah, being stopped, and it's just sad. I've seen something in Facebook, and yeah, but lucky for us, because we can afford for surgery because we work hard for it.
That's true.
And yeah, my advice to the young trans that just just work hard and
Study hard.
study hard, obviously, then because that's what they said, education is the key to success.
Correct.
Actually, my goal when I was studying in high school, my dream is to finish university and then apply abroad, because obviously if I'm just working in the Philippines, I wouldn't able to save money for
Correct.
surgery. And then now I'm living in England and I'm working and earning, and I had a chance to support myself. I arrived in England. I was studying as a nurse in the
Okay.
Philippines, so I have to cut my hair short, and we're not allowed to wear a female's clothes. And I was
Yeah, that's
working
true.
in a hospital for 3 years, and I have to cut my hair above my ears. And then when I went to England 2009, and then because I already have the money, and then after 2012, the start of 2013. I had my breast done, and then I started my transition. So it's just been 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's just been 5 years of my transition.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So if you just like, if you aim for something and then you work hard
Correct.
for it.
When you were 6 years old, you feel like you're different, right? So when was the moment that your attraction came out?
Actually, another thing is that when I was growing up, I was with female friends, and I am not attracted to female.
Yeah.
I knew that I'm attracted to men, and I feel like a woman.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
So
that's.
you're attracted to me.
I'm attracted to men. Yeah, and that's why the start of putting powder on your face, the Johnsons, and then you try to put a bit of a lipstick to make
Correct.
it look feminine. Try to attract, your same sex.
Correct.
Because
That's
obviously
true.
it's not an opposite sex, and
Yeah.
and it's just I got crushes, and with some boys.
How old are you at the time? Like,
I think 7, 8 until high school, and then I started doing pageants. When I was grade 6,
Grade-
sixth,
huh?
sixth grade.
6th grade.
Yeah, because I'm surrounded by gays and trans
Community.
in our place. So they tried to join the Munting Bakla, which is
Really?
the Little Miss Gay. My first pageant was in Riverside, which is 15 minutes walk from my place. And so I did join. I competed with my older trans sister, and then I came fourth runner-up.
Wow,
And
that's
she
cool.
she was the first runner-up, and I was fourth runner-up. And then that's the start of they invited me to join the gay basketball.
Mm. Ah,
Yeah, and then you get noodles, sardines, and
Like-
meatloaf.
what you call this? Consolation prize.
Consolation prize. So they always involve me in the group.
Wow.
And then it's just started from then. I'm a beauty pageant fanatics.
So school. So do you have bad experience in school, bullied, or any have
Yeah, I think-
fight with classmates?
Yeah,
things like
exactly.
that?
Yeah. But I'm a very strong person. I always fight back and fight for my rights.
Correct.
And when I was a kid, elementary, high school, I had to fight with people who bully you and things like that. But it's tolerable.
I
Because
understand.
we always fight, and then sometimes when you fight back, and then you realize it's not really worth fighting. It's
Correct.
whatever you do to people who doesn't understand, they won't understand.
Correct. It's a waste of energy.
It's a waste of energy. So yeah.
So telling your parents it was difficult to
No,
tell people.
well, when my dad left us when I was 9 months, so my mom wrote us.
Left, you mean died or
No,
married another woman?
It kind
Have another
of
family.
it's a long story. So but the story short, my dad left us when I was 9 months old because our family was getting bigger,
Mm.
and the idea of working abroad to help the family. But then again, we didn't hear from him after that. So we have a news that he died,
Mm.
and then we had another news that he married another family, but it's not really we're not sure yet. So
Oh,
yeah, and my mom wrote us. So aside from my mom, because my mom is a single parent, I have also another aunt who will help all the family. So she passed away 2 years ago. So she's the oldest among their siblings, and she's actually the one who sends me to my university. my aunt who died 2 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear.
No, it's fine. Yeah, life must go on.
Correct.
We're we're just renting here and there.
Correct.
So to go back to your question about if it's difficult for me to tell
Yeah.
my family, I think not, because mothers always have a soft heart for the kids, and obviously I have an older trans sister, and when I was growing up, they already knew who I am, and yeah, but I had an older brother who he's a straight guy who used to beat me up because he doesn't want me to become gay. But then at the end of the day, whatever your brother do to
Right.
you,
Still love.
if you're trans or gay, it's still gonna be the same.
Correct. That's very true.
Happy that my father is not there. Maybe because like I don't want to say anything, but my father is a very strict. It's life. Life must go on.
Did you look for him when you...
She's actually my father's actually in Facebook. I don't know if it's a genuine one, but because I had a mail account on my Facebook and he added me on my Facebook, but I didn't accept him because I don't know if it's real or not. And I asked my mom, and my mom said it's my dad. Imagine like after I'm 35 years old now, and he left us when I was 9 months old. So like after 35 years, yeah, no, it's not worth it. Yeah, I'm very protected to myself. Like I don't tend to. That's what you said. I'm a very private person as well.
True, and that's why I'm like really happy to interview you, and you give me the yes answer for the interview.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here because I've watched some of your videos and I enjoy some of your interviews with our other trans sisters, and I'm happy to be here.
True.
Share my story as
and
well.
since back to because she's now in Thailand, and
Yeah.
traveling is one of her passions.
Yes, I've never been abroad, and my first travel was in the UK. Yeah,
Cool.
and then when I was in the UK, obviously you can afford to travel somewhere else. Yes, I've been to different parts of Europe, and then Bangkok.
So how was the first when your first experience out abroad? How was the life?
Yeah, it was pretty different because like when I first arrived in England, everything is opposite. Like in the Philippines, we drive on the left side, but in England they drive on the right side, and obviously it's cold in there, the weather,
That's true.
and it's hot in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they only have summer and then the rainy seasons, but in England we have 4 seasons. We got the summer, the spring, the winter, and autumn. So it's very difficult when you first arrive in an environment like that. And obviously the people, the accent, they have different accents. Like if you go to Birmingham, they got the Birmingham accent. If you go to Leeds, they got the Yorkshire accent. If you go to Scotland, they got Scottish accent. Everywhere it's a different accent, and you just have to, like in time, you're getting used to it.
So what is your unforgettable experience being as a trans?
Well,
Bad and good.
Well, my most unforgettable experience as a trans, obviously, to find the person who accepts you who you are.
That's true.
Saying I do, and I meet my husband, I get married, being there for you for the rest of your life.
So how many years now as a married?
5 years.
5 years. Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, and hopefully counting.
That's true. Long. More.
Yeah.
And then a bad experience.
Oh, well, bad experience. I feel frustrated. Like, even though I work hard to look feminine, but in the Philippines, when you come here for holiday, people still look at you as gay.
Correct.
And like, I've had a lot of, in England, I don't get that. Obviously, when you go to a mall, you go to an establishment, like in a hotel, they address you as who you look. But I got experience in a hotel in the Philippines that they call you sir. Yeah, things like that. In the
Sure.
like because I like to dress sexy. I like to dress. This I feel comfortable wearing like this. And if I go to places like in the Philippines, there's still lots of like bullying and shouting.
Correct. If given a chance,
Mhm.
like face to face with your 12 years old self, what are you going to say right
Yeah, well, if given a chance to face with my 12-year-old self, I don't know really because maybe can just continue what you're doing and whatever mistakes happened along the way, it's a learning experience because it makes you become who you are right now.
Correct.
Like look, if given a chance as well to change anything in my past, I wouldn't change anything really because it's although I had some bad experience, a lot of mistakes, but I wouldn't be like this today
Correct.
if I would change anything. You just have to go with the flow really, and if you got a problem, you solve it, and then
Don't make things so seriously. Just
and I take mistakes as a learning experience. I've been a lot of struggles, problems along the way, but life must go on.
agree.
Just life must go on because like, we're all here to survive.
Correct.
And like, as they said that we are not here forever. We're just mortals. We're not immortals.
Correct.
And if we die, then at least we die happy.
Correct. So Venus, one more advice to parents who have LGBT child.
Well, just love your kids because they're just like any other people. I don't see any different. And I think the people in our community right now are becoming more accepting and more open. And yeah, I think it's a good thing because whatever you do or whatever the kids do, they're all it's the blood. Blood is thicker than water,
Right.
and you're still gonna love your kid, whatever. And I think it's a parent's or like a father and dad's instinct to love their kids, whatever.
That's true.
As is what my parents do.
Thank you, Venus.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love and accept yourself together with your fear. For you to love the world and be kind and just don't make things so seriously.
And
Just
be-
love,
and
love.
be
And be
proud.
happy. Be
Be
proud. That's
proud.
true. Bye. Thank you.